dark out. Man, that's one thing weird about over here. There's like no street lights. What's going on, guys? Doing a little bit of late night Grom action. Trying to familiarize myself with what's around me. Took off the mirrors today. Because, you know, they look kind of silly to me, so hopefully I just find a replacement, something to just like stick there and just be like a false mirror. Like, it'll be a real mirror, but I have no intention of actually using it. Just because I just like to do head turns and stuff like that, so it's kind of no point on this bike in my opinion. I guess I saw some of the bar end ones, they look okay, but I wasn't really too interested. This bike is actually pretty tiny, so it's like easy to just get your head around your shoulder, which even with mirrors, I did that anyways, so it didn't really matter too much. It's crazy to me how there's like no street. It's like cool for privacy and kind of gives you like a country feel, but it's like super dark. You guys probably can't see anything. But anyways, hope everyone's day's been going pretty good. Mine's going pretty good. I hear a dog, so I'm probably pissing that dog off. It doesn't come wild out at me. I have no idea what street I'm on. I think I'm over here somewhere. I don't know. Probably should have just stuck around the regular neighborhood. But yeah, it's going pretty good. Can't wait to do some things with the Groms. Again, they're such a tiny bike, but they're just so fun. Myrtle, let's turn down you. But yeah, standard stuff like every bike that I've owned. I always, especially sport bikes, I really dislike the look. What is that? I don't want Ledoux, Myrtle. Just keep going down this Myrtle one. But every bike, especially sport bikes, I hate the fender in the back, the rear fender that has your plate and everything on there and the turn signals. I'm kind of wondering why. I never really thought to question why it's like that for every single bike. Via Leslie. I have no idea where I am right now. But yeah, every single bike is like that. I wish it didn't come like that off the factory. I wish it would just be like normal. This feels like my street, but it's totally not. Dude, I have no idea where I'm at right now. It's what, like 9:09 right now? It's not super late, it's just dark a little earlier than usual. Or at least I don't remember it getting this dark this fast, but it is a little bit chillier tonight too, which is actually kind of feels really nice. Got the hoodie on. Wish I could actually see stuff though, that would be pretty cool. Yeah, I have no idea where that sounds familiar. Guess we'll just try to find our way back now. I don't know. We'll have to. Oh, DeVoe right here. That was weird how that worked out. Goofy. But yeah, so for the bikes, getting back to them, super cool. Me and Leanne got actually the same color, make, model, everything. They're 2018 non-ABS Groms. Got them for a really good deal, so here we are. And, you know, you see all the videos of people making with Groms and then just local following of them, so you're kind of like left wondering why people are getting them, and I can actually honestly see why. I have no idea which way I went. I was getting so confused. It was just so weird. I went, you know how there's those apartments there and you can turn left to get to like Harper and the main roads? Well, I took a right, and then I took another right, and it's just like a bunch of neighborhoods that kind of look like this. So it's kind of funny.
Over by where Don's parents live.
Oh, Jesus. I'm gonna try to go that way real quick and then find my way back, and then I'll be done.
Okay.
Alright, cool. It's like super dark. You can, I know. I mean, it's kind of cool how it's like very private. Yeah, but it's still kind of weird. Okay. I will. But yeah, always like, you know, I want to get the exhaust, fender eliminator, and then flush turn signals, and then I'll have to figure out something for the mirrors. That's because everything I look at is either just get bar ends, which are fairly inexpensive if you do like the Amazon route, versus a mainstream manufacturer, which I'm not gonna lie to you though, like usually like mainstream manufacturers, they're expensive for a reason. The fit and finish is usually completely different for everything, and or at least you chance it a lot with the cheap ones, because it's usually like, you know, you pay for what you get type of dealio. It's not like that all the time though, but it's just like one of those majority of the time things. So, but yeah, no, I usually favor going through TST Industries. They're really solid. Is this a driveway? No, it's a street. Oh, it's like a little cul-de-sac that ends. And just turn around. Suburban hell. Use my turn signals. Just because if I wave my arms around, no one's gonna see them. Oh my gosh, a skunk! Don't skunk Gavin. He's too young and innocent. He's never been skunked. That's crazy. That little guy came out of nowhere. I'm glad he kept running though. Hate when like the little critters pop out of nowhere and you're just like, oh man, and then they just turn back around. It's almost like they're asking to get hit. Hold on, via Rosalie. This turns into DeVoe, I think. This is the way I went before. So let's turn it back around this way. But yeah, otherwise, those are the things that I want to do to the bike. Those are the things that, oh, DeVoe's right here. So those are the things I want to do to the bike. Very simple. I do that with every bike. And probably try to put a sub cage on this one, because I am, you know, I didn't really think that I'd want to wheelie on this thing, but maybe I'll like safely do them, just because it seems like they're pretty easy and fun to do for a small bike. Except I can only imagine that like balance point is probably a little tricky on this. Oh wait, this is a different part of DeVoe. So I'm on the opposite, so that's where if you go all the way. The DeVoe is the street we live on. I'm trying to figure this out. I'll just keep rolling around here. Can't wait till Leanne can join me on these incursions. Southland, Fenton. Okay, now we're in like different territory for sure. But yeah, I can't wait till Leanne can join me on these little rides and stuff. We got a buddy just moved as well to Monroe, so we're going to be visiting him. We're going to be taking the STI out though, just because it's so far to go on the Groms. I mean, it's a great ride, but it's very enduring. It's like a few hours maybe of a ride one way. So, you know, just being on the bikes for like 6 is probably that's asking a little bit much, I think, for a cruise. But it should be good. STI guys is doing great. No complaints. Handling like a champ. I think though, for the time being, I have the winter wheel set up, just kind of sitting in the garage, and that can honestly use a little bit of work. When I pulled the tires off, I purchased them actually used, just for a really awesome price, so it was like really cheap. But I do need to get them wrapped now, The Blizzaks that are on there, the tread wear is very uneven on the inside portion of the wheel. So the outsides, when they're actually sitting on them, they look fine, but they're got an uneven wear going on. And it's probably just because they're not, shoot, I think the STI actually is overdue for an alignment, and then tires probably balanced. But either way, I don't like riding on the 19s, so I was going to do 18s. But, hi guy, I don't know why you're beeping at me, but wanted to do the 18s, and I couldn't find a summer set of 18s that I really enjoyed fresh off the bat, so I think for the time being, just gonna go ahead and use those and just put all seasons on there to phase out the 19s, and then once we actually put the 18s on there with the all weather, like all seasons, then I'll try to hunt down a actual set of 18s that I like. Like I was looking at Adhans, but Adhans for the offset are just like they're what I want, but it's like almost too extreme, so they're gonna have to like cut the fender and everything and pull and roll, and I don't know if I want to do that for Michigan daily driving it. That might be a bad idea, so I think I might wait, but there's no rush on it. If anything, this little Grom here is a breath of fresh air because it's something new to work on at the garage, and also I can appreciate how inexpensive everything is for it. And what I mean by that is the cost for mods in comparison to a bigger bike, like a Super Sport or even like the Harley, and parts for the STI is just significantly cheaper. Like the fender grill, is that the skunk again? Ledoux. Let's turn down Ledoux. The where is it? Where was I getting at? The front grill for the STI. So I did a custom cut on that. I cut out the innards of it just to see if I enjoyed that pattern, because and I do. The job that I did wasn't great. I just used a Dremel tool and hollowed it out completely. But sorry, getting my bearings here. But yeah, they make those. A couple different companies do, but they're all like $500 to $700. And you get what I'm saying here is, like, for just the front grille, just for that piece, they only seem to make it in carbon fiber. So that's where the money's coming from, is one guy's like hand making them, and I get that. But I can get all the parts that I want for the Grom for just the cost of one, like, fender grill. So it's kind of silly. Oh, nothing, I'm just talking to the camera. I saw a skunk.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it just bolted out. I was just like, please don't get Gavin. He's too innocent. I think he was like maybe over there somewhere. But I think it was far enough away so it doesn't really matter. I hope so, at least. Let's get this guy back. Ugh. Alright, so that's enough for the ride tonight. We're just trying to have a little fun. Get out for a little bit. Discover. It's pretty dark out in this way, so next time maybe I'll do it with a little bit of daylight if I have the time. But also, it was mainly to see if my camera angle is set up the way that I want it. The way I would like it is I want to be able to, while riding in the riding position, I want you to see my hands. So that way it's not just boring and seeing like scenery, especially in situations like this where it's like hella dark. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. That was a pretty simple video for today, but I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.